Consistency. What is the definition of consistency? Well, while doing my research, I came up with this one that I could totally align with. It says it is to be known for something, you need to do it the same way enough times. And the why is so that this builds trust and reliability. Hi. I am Clarity Coach Lucy, and this is Tuesday Talks at 3. Welcome to the last episode of November Tips on preparing for 2023. So good to be here. We have had 4 episodes so far. The first one was emotions that hold you back, or that could be holding you back from moving forward. The second one was about 5 easy steps to accomplishing your goals. The third one was 4 simple rules on how to start right. And just in our last episode, we talked about tactics to motivate customers to buy. Well, today is no different. Today we are looking at 5 ideas to supercharge your referrals. 5 ideas, because we need to know how we're going to get the clients that we already have to be able to keep on coming back. Not only that, but to give us new customers who we can then use to supercharge and be able to have even a better business. It's really good to be here. Like I said in my last episodes, this is targeted at sole entrepreneurs with a workforce or a manning of 3 or less people. It is also targeted to you who is a hustler, who wants to start out on something new. You have an idea and you don't know where to start. So these 5 episodes are for you. Now, if you have a dream, we are told you must wake up and make it come true. If we keep on sleeping and just leaving the dream on a shelf like the shelf I have behind here, then you have nobody else to blame but yourself that you're not moving forward. Well, back to consistency. Consistency in business builds trust. What is your business? Are you making t-shirts? Are you cooking food? Are you doing safaris? Are you doing online sales like the way I'm doing as online coaching? What is your business? You've already defined it. We are way past that now. Now we have motivated customers to buy. They are buying, they are using our products. Now we want them to be able to bring us other people through word of mouth. So we need to show up, of course, yeah? So it's hard to develop a positive reputation in your industry without consistency. Really hard to do that. To be known for something, you need to do it the same way enough times so that people notice you. I'll give you an example. If you are in the fast food industry, so maybe because it is a small entrepreneur that I'm talking about here with 3 or less members of staff, why don't you just consider if you are cooking something at home? And during the pandemic, we had so many of these who just mushroomed all over the place. We had amazing culinary arts and tastes that we experienced. You wanted a samosa, you knew which number to call. You wanted chapatis, you knew which number to call. You wanted ugali made for you, you knew which number to call. You wanted juice, freshly squeezed juice with no sugar, you knew which number to call. Well, these were businesses that were budding. These were people who have a lot of talent, and they actually put it to the test and they commercialized it. Those are the people that I'm talking to right now. What is your packaging like? If I was to ask you today for your juice, and I ask you tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, what kind of bottle or cup does it come in? What is your color coding? What is your logo? Are these consistent? And even better than anything else, and most important, what is the taste of your juice? Is it consistent? If I was to taste it somewhere else, it was packaged differently, would I be able to say, this tastes like so-and-so's juice? Oh, this smells like that fresh juice that so-and-so makes. This coloring actually looks like so-and-so's juice. You are the so-and-so. That is consistency, guys. I couldn't have given a better example right now. It was happening during the pandemic. People actually stepped up their game, even into packaging. You see the packaging and you knew where it was coming from. Something comes to mind right now. In my country, Kenya, we've got Safaricom. Every time you see a phone and then a color green on the side, you already think Safaricom. Why? Because every time that Safaricom shows up, they show up with the color green. And it's a specific shade of green. You cannot confuse it for anything else. So yes, even though you're a sole entrepreneur, one person working for you, or you are alone, you can do this. Just be intentional about how you're going to do your packaging or how your taste is. You will note that when I do my Tuesday Talks at 3, I have a signature that I start with and that I end with. I introduce myself and I say, hi, this is Clarity Coach Lucy. And even if I paraphrase, it's there. And I welcome you to Tuesday Talks at 3. And when I finished, I should actually do a competition for this because my nieces and nephews teased me once. They sent me a message. Now, what do? I say we help build one another. And I say, until then, be kind to yourselves. The minute you hear that somewhere else, I want to believe that because you're always here for Tuesday Talks at 3, then you will know that sounds like Lucy. Was that Tuesday Talks at 3 from LMC Consultancy? You are able to relate. Thank you so much, Kavi. It's good to see you here. You're talking about teal green is most cold. Aha. So the green that Safaricom uses, I beg your pardon, is teal green. Thank you so much for sharing that, Kavi. Well, today we are talking about the steps that are going to supercharge our referrals. Our businesses do not exist without clients. The assumption right now is in our last episode, we already motivated our clients to buy. So we've got a client base. Yeah. So it is no secret that word of mouth or referral business is one of the most effective ways to bring in new clients while simultaneously strengthening relationships with your existing clients. You should not forget about your existing client customer. Do not forget about your existing audience, even as you're looking for word of mouth. But even though this is an extremely powerful and virtually free, in some cases it's a cost, but it's minimal, very few business owners use it anywhere near its full potential. There's an opportunity for you to do this, and it's very simple. So consider this. Let me just give you an example that will work very quickly and that you can relate to. So if you have got 2 customers, you've started out, you've got 2 customers, they're the ones that keep you going, keep the business going, keep your bottom line real and you can deal with it. If each of those 2 customers brought another customer, I mean, listen to that. You already have 100% increase of customer base. I mean, that's a fact. You cannot argue with that. Now, let us go exponentially. If you've got 10 customers and each customer was to use word of mouth or referral, and you have another 10 customers, look at what it's already doing to your business. And look how you're already supporting with your solution. We talked about solutions in our last episode. It is not so much about your product. It's about the solution. That is what a customer is buying. Never forget that. So even if you do want to talk about your physical or your service product, what you want to do is remember the customer is buying, the benefits. That's what you're selling. So many more people are experiencing your solution. That's a good thing. So how do you do this? You might be asking, Lucy, so how do I go about ensuring that my 10 customers or my 2 customers or my 5 customers can actually consider bringing me more customers? Well, for me, it's about showing up 100%. Every time I'm interacting with a customer of mine, somebody who has taken up my coaching sessions, somebody who has taken up my training sessions, somebody who has taken up my mentorship sessions, anybody who has come in and bought my online courses, I interact with those individuals. And whenever I'm interacting, it's 100% that I'm there. I am full of knowledge. I am full of giving them value add. And you know what I do? I ask for reviews. And if you are here and you've already been part of my sessions, my coaching sessions, I send you a link and already you drop me a review. And this is what I use to forward to other people. I ask you for a lead. Is there somebody else who could benefit from this coaching session the way that you did? That's number 2. Number 3, I have a referral program. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. That's a referral program. And I actually execute this. Some of us are business shy. We do not want to ask for the business. Maybe it's easier for me because my life was in sales and marketing, and you never finished a sales call without asking for the business. So I do it, second nature. But you know what? It's a muscle. Just get used to asking. Just ask for it. And why do I say this? I was at a meeting just last week with a lady friend of mine, and we were there, and it was her job to ask for the business, but she didn't. She was unable to ask for the business. So I felt, because we had already discussed this in the car. But when we showed up, she had every opportunity. Every time there's a customer saying something, there's an opportunity for the price to come in. She never mentioned it. So I stepped up and I talked about the price. And by the time we were leaving, we already had a solution of how we are sending invoices and how we're going to make this paid and over what period, 30 days, 60 days. It was amazing. You should be able to ask for the business. At least remember that. So that is a campaign, a referral campaign that you can do immediately. Well, enough of that. We need to jump into the 5 ideas. And idea number 1 is really appreciate your clients. Well, you and I are human beings. We don't exist individually as in being islands. We coexist and we like appreciation. So really appreciate your clients and let them know consistently that you value them. If you were having a relationship with a fellow human being and it was a romantic relationship, you keep on showing them that you appreciate them. You are grateful that they're in your life, and you're doing this consistently. And this makes the two of you feel good. So don't think it's a one-sided journey. You actually feel very, very important when you are saying thank you to your customers. And that importance that you have gets you moving and you get more traction. So this is the most important yet overlooked element of creating endless referrals. Many businesses focus on profit. Oh, I have worked for international companies, and every time it was about the KPIs that were about profits, profits, profits. And I respect that. Profits are what make the wheel turn. But this business cannot exist without people. And many a time, as you have heard me mention, if you've been part of my sessions, I have been in trouble for concentrating and focusing on the people. We call it being people-centric. So in this case, I'm encouraging you, as you're appreciating your clients, that means you're customer-centric. You are customer-centric. For you to be customer-centric, you have to be people-centric, that is staff-centric. You have to be mindful of the people working for you. Because if you don't have these people working for you, maybe yourself, you're the person who's working for yourself, and for your customer, there's no business. There's just a business plan. So where do the profits come from? It's as simple as that. But I used to get into trouble so much. But I never gave it up because this is my nature, and I'm happy that I didn't. So here's an action. Something for you to do every month, at least once a month. Communicate with your customers. You already know who has bought your product. You know already. Do you remember the 3 steps a customer takes on their customer journey? In the awareness journey, they're already searching on your website, on your social media handles. Wherever it is that they're at, recognize them. See that this customer keeps on coming back, although they don't finish the sale. They're already in your environment. So communicate. Do it manually. If you think that being digital is a bit too much for you at this point, as you grow into the knowledge of being digital savvy, write it down, Lucy Macridis, and put down my handle. So once in a month, communicate to Lucy Macridis. Give her some value, whether it is information, knowledge, or a fact, something that is a fact, or a fun fact, or just be able to direct them to information that you received. I do that 3 times a week on my social media. It works. Communication is important. The customer then knows that you appreciate them, you've noticed them. Now that's the one on the awareness. Do the same thing for the one who has already converted and bought, and maybe even more, so that they feel valued. Remember, apply gratitude and appreciation. Very important. Idea number 2, make it memorable. Wow. I tell you, in the 5-star international hotels that I worked in, this was a very big ingredient of our success. In fact, in everything that we were told, we were encouraged to make the client engagement memorable. And it's how it makes you feel. You remember it, you take it home. There's so much value in this. And at times we think that we have to do grandeur things and we have to do expensive things. No. It was as simple as remembering somebody's name. And when they checked in and the receptionist would say, "Welcome, Lucy Macridis. Welcome back, Lucy Macridis." And anybody else listening, is going to think, wow. So you've made it memorable for Lucy, but you've also sent a message to the new customers that they are also important and you will be welcoming them like that in future. I'm going to digress a little bit because this is something that I shared the other day. I was lamenting that I don't travel anymore. So all my frequent flyer points now, I have lost them because we were given up to 31st of this year, 31st of March, to be able to claim. So I've lost all my points. And I was explaining to somebody the power of customer service. Now, the points that I had garnered on one particular airline gave me the status of flying business class. Those were the days. I'm sure I'll go back to them. I'm claiming them. So it came to a specific time when I traveled economy class. It was a long haul and I could not afford a business class ticket for the entire journey. So one way I went economy. And I remember the person coming from business class cabin. She walked right up to me and I wondered what's going on. And she knelt right by my side. And she said, "Mrs. Macridis, it's good to have you on board." And I'm thinking, okay, why me? Why did she pick me out? And she explained to me, of course I asked her. And that was customer service, and the way she made me feel, is so memorable. I am definitely going back to that airline when I start to travel again. So what small thing are you doing? It didn't cost her anything to look at the manifest or to look at the list of passengers and recognize my name and see that the card next to my name belonged to a certain level. And I was sitting in economy. So she called the purser in business class who came to welcome me. How do you think I was feeling? I know everybody else was wondering what was going on. But you know what? I put on my headset and I leaned back into the chair, and I had a memorable moment in that instant. So what small thing can you do today so that it's something little that you're adding, that you can make an exceptional experience for your customer? Perhaps you can collaborate with a non-competitive brand in order to network. So I'll use my example. I'm a coach and maybe it's the end of the year and I want to celebrate the people who've come to me for services, and I sign up. I'm in Nairobi, so I sign up, let's say, with Art Cafe or a coffee shop. I sign up with them and everybody gets a mocktail or a cocktail, and they get a little voucher from the owner of the shop that we are in. Collaboration. That they would get a 10% on their next purchase. Because today when they come, I'm footing the bill. But when they come back the next time, they feel important. Those are small things. So today, remember to start creating exceptional experiences. Maybe in collaboration or just on your own. But let your customer feel that they are being appreciated as somebody important. Idea number 3, give your customers incentives for giving you referrals. We used to be told that there's no lunch that's for free, And here it comes. If you're being passive about referrals, then you are sitting on a gold mine. There is an opportunity right here. Come up with ways of rewarding your clients for referral business that they have sent to you. Think of something, Reward your clients by way of things that are beneficial to them. Remember we were talking about benefits and features. You want to be able to come up with some benefits for your customer. For instance, if you know that they use a lot of stationery in their place of work. Maybe a gift card from a bookshop would be something of value to them. Maybe they want to buy some files, they want to buy some pencils, some pens. Maybe it is towards a bigger gift, or they can do a staff raffle and carry that through. So remember, incentivize your customers. It's something that they will find very beneficial to them, something they can carry and that they can give away so easily. You know, there's one thing that came to mind. Earlier on this year, in one of my coaching sessions, I came across a gym that I would have loved to be part of. And I made this knowledge, public knowledge. And what happened is somebody in that group sent me a card. Now this card had the name of the gym and it had a validity, and it was giving me a free class for a certain number of days. It gave me some information, but I remember this card. Why do I remember this card? It came from the owner of the gym. So the owner of the gym had given their top customers to give to others. And I was the recipient. Okay, I never got to use it, but I remember that and it stuck in my head. And it's something that I now use in my business. So what is it that you can use to incentivize to give for referrals? Because what that did for the person who gave me this card, they felt in control. They felt part of a community that they could invite me to. And that was a great experience for them. And I was supposed to give them feedback. I never actually executed it, but it was a good feeling. So number 4, make it easy for clients to give you referrals. So just like the example that I've given you, make it easy. Give out things that can be given out. Perhaps. In our last episode, I spoke about keeping things simple. Don't overcomplicate things. At times we think of expensive and so important ways of doing things. So if you want to get lots of referrals, you must make it incredibly easy for your clients to tell their friends. Don't expect them to go out of their way. Make it easy for them. So if, like I am selling my book, as you can see right here, then maybe I could put a bookmark in there that gives all my contacts, and maybe it gives a percentage off or a free pass on something or an invitation to the next event, whatever it is that works for you, but make it simple. So that is what you would call a referral package. Begin to work on a referral package so that it is easy for the people who already are consuming your product or your service offering to be able to tell others. They don't have to start thinking, where's Lucy's number? What do I... No. Give them things that are easy. And today we're in the digital world. You can either give them a QR code that they can share, or you can give them something like a digital card that they can share. The festive season is coming up. Think of things that you can use, create, so that you can give. Remember, your clients are your ambassadors. Use them. They have used your product and they are so happy to be able to share out the information. Idea number 5, ask at the right time. Ask. You've heard me mention, ask for the business. I'm a salesperson by profession. I always ask for the business. It may not be easy for you, but remember to ask at some point. Write it down in your notes that you don't leave that phone call, you don't leave that Zoom, you don't leave that office without asking for the business. Even if you get a rejection, you get the no, find out why you're being rejected. Go and perfect it and come back and ask for the business. So when is the best time to ask for referrals? When is the best time? The answer is anytime, all the time. Just keep on asking for referrals. Even here, I'm asking you to kindly tell other people about Tuesday Talks at 3. I have an offer at the end of this session, and I'm going to be asking you for referrals. Ask at any time. Have no shame. You are confident with your business. You see, if you have followed the steps, at least the 4 ideas that we have already covered before, you have let clients know that they appreciate it. You have consistently given them an exceptional experience. You have provided an enticing way for them to share this experience with others. And you have made it incredibly easy for them to do so. So at this point, People are primed to receive. You bring somebody, and I like to use the example of baking a cake. So you've made all this dough and you're ready to go, then you don't put it in the oven. Why were you doing all this? So finish the process. You've done all the 4 ideas and more. It is time to ask for the business. You must be able to ask for referrals, but you should also receive positive results from those referrals. So here's something that you can do. Today, guys, draft an email or draft a text, whatever it is, and send it off to your clients. Start today. It doesn't have to be much. It can just be a little paragraph. Whether it is that you're saying, I'm grateful for the business that you have given me throughout the year. I'm now asking you to send me a few people my way. Or do what I do. When I finish a coaching session, I send you a message. And I thank you for trusting me to be your coach. I appreciate you. And then I ask for referrals. If you know anybody who could benefit from this, send them my way. And if not, if you buy my book, I actually offer you 2, and this is real, so take notice and take note of it. When you buy my book at Kenya shillings 1,500, you actually get 2 coaching sessions. You may not be comfortable to be coached by me, or you're already being coached by somebody else, but you can gift it to someone else. And by you gifting it to somebody else, I am driving the referral wheel forward. I'm hoping that this is making a lot of sense. So remember, you must start now. So referrals are a proven way to generate high quality sales leads for your business. So you are a sole entrepreneur with a workforce of 3 or less people, or you are a one-person show. It does not matter. Referrals make the same effect in your business. So if done right, they become a powerful sales engine and help you to improve your close rate. To improve it. Because you want to close a sale and you're wondering why it's never closing. Why are you never meeting your numbers? Well, remember, you need to be people-centric, you need to be customer-centric, you need to send out these referrals and close your sales. So asking for a sales referral is simply getting your brand referred to another brand or another person, another individual. Yeah? So enough of that. We have our 5 ideas that we've listed them out, and let us just recap on them. The first one is really and super appreciate your clients and let them know consistently that you value them. Number 2 is create an exceptional experience for them each time that you deal with them. Number 3, give your customers incentives for bringing you referrals. There's no free lunch. Number 4, make it easy for your customer, for your clients to give referrals so that people can come to you. And number 5, ask at the right time, which is anytime. Amazing. So my question to you now is, do you have a referral plan? Well, the pause there was supposed to be for effect, and I hope it worked. If you do not have a referral plan or a referral package or a program, just hit me on my DM and we can have a conversation as to how you can start getting this together. You don't necessarily have to be running a business already. You have an idea, so you're putting together a business plan. I'm your person, so talk to me. Just hit my DM immediately. So guys, to supercharge your referrals, to optimize on the business, the potential business growth by referrals. There are 3 takeaways. I never leave you without takeaways. Be appreciative, create memories, start now. Start now. Thank you so much, guys. The recording of this session will be available on my YouTube channel, LMC Consultancy, by this evening. And when you're there, same thing I always ask you, remember to hit the subscription and the notification button for updates on our upcoming and our latest recordings. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you for being part of our November tips on preparing for 2023. We have had 5 Tuesdays and 5 episodes. I have thoroughly enjoyed doing this, delivering this from a point of experience. The things that worked and didn't work for me, I hope that you have found value. And as you find value in applying these takeaways, share the link of my YouTube channel so people can have added value, and tell a friend who can benefit. And guess what? You will get 20%. You heard me right. 20% on my next training. There you go. I'm already giving you something, and I'm applying today's exercise. And you're going to ask, when is your next training, Lucy? And yet, I am closing for the year. Yes, today is my last episode of Tuesday Talks at 3 until 2023. So what am I doing? I have a 3 1-hour session program that is called 2023 Personal Planning. And the cost is 15,000 shillings per person. So how do you get your 20% off? How do you benefit from this as a referral? You just leave a comment here on the thread and DM me to book your spot. And then we can get the 20% running, going, and you get more information. Just direct message me, and it's as good as that. So lovely to see you all here and to see you engaging. In the meantime, remember to like our Facebook page and follow us on IG to receive our regular updates for these scheduled talks. We're going to have an amazing lineup in January, and we are now on TikTok as Clarity Coach Lucy. I will meet you on TikTok. Remember to also drop me a note. Visit our website, lmcconsultancy.com, for more of our services. Let us help build each other. Remember my signature? Remember we talked about consistency. I will always close my sessions with this. Let us help build each other. And so guys, until then, that was my next signature. All the best for the festive season. I wish you prosperous new year. I wish you blessings. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in 2023 on hashtag Tuesday Talks at 3. Be kind to yourselves. Bye-bye.